Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see the last part of the chapter Graphs and Economics. And the topic of the day is types of graphs. Now, based upon the types, the graphs that we use in economics are time series graph, graphs for continuous frequency distribution. For continuous frequency distribution, again we have histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, cumulative frequency polygon, and last is logarithmic graphs. So basically, statistics classify graphs into three types. That is time series graph, then graph for continuous frequency distributions, which consist of histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, and cumulative frequency polygon, and logarithmic graph. Time series graph. In a trade cycle or in cycles of economic activities, short-term and long-term regular or irregular changes are observed. The trends of such changes are obtained with the help of statistical tools, and when graphs are drawn taking these changes as variable and time period as base, then such graphs are called time series graph. Now, in economics, we come across the in economic activities we come across trade cycles, short-term changes, long-term changes, regular changes, irregular changes. So the trend or the change that happens in the economy has to be informed or has to be depicted through graph. So to show the changes that are taking place in the economy, time series graphs are used because these graphs shows information which is related to a particular time. So we use statistical tool, that is time series graph, to show the information of the changes that are taking place in the economy. But in syllabus, it is not given for you, as your syllabus does not hold the diagram, so it is not discussed over here. Let us see the next part. Technology. And what is the use of technology to study economics? Economics, you may think, is a theoretical subject. Then why do we need to use technology to study economics? Let me tell you one thing. Technology plays a very important role in studying economics. How? Now you must be aware that we use daily technology in our day-to-day lives. That is what it is written in the first paragraph. We are living in the age of daily technology, and we use this technology in our daily lives. We use digital technology to stay connected with our friends. We listen to music, we watch movies, we navigate our way while driving on the unknown roads by using GPRS. Means whenever we go anywhere, if we do not know the way, we use the technology. Whenever we want to order something online, we use technology. When we want to buy tickets online, we use technology. So technology has surrounded us completely. You cannot imagine your life possible without technology today. But technology not only supports us in all these aspects that we have seen now. Apart from this, technology is also used for education. Yes, technology is widely used for education. Economic is an art and science which evolves every day as the behavior of human beings, society, and state changes with time. Hence, people in ordinary business of life as well as experts have to update themselves by the day, and technology helps to cope up. So, economics, it's an art and science which studies the changes in the behavior of humans society, and the state changes with time. So economics helps us to study these changes, and of course every person has to keep on updating himself according to the technology. Now, different types of digital tools frequently used in the study of economics are given below. Let us see how computer is useful, how computer technology is useful for economics. Let us see. Now, basically, computer, you all are aware the functions a computer can perform. So I will not go in much detail to explain you the functions or the features of computer. You see, students, in students' life, computers are very important because computers help them to complete their studies to some extent. Let us see what all features a computer has, or what all, for what all purposes a person, student, anybody, expert can use computer. So we can use computer programs. First is for presentation. Now, in economics, computer is very much of use. Why? Because in economics, sometimes we have to present some economic information. We have to present some complicated information through diagrams, graph. So computer is used to show the information. So in economics, computer technology is used for presentations of information. Okay. Example is given here. Every year, when the budget is passed, the budget is highlighted in 3 slides. So not only budget, every information which is related to economics today can be informed by using computer technology. Second, Excel worksheets. Now, Excel worksheet, economics deals with lots of data. Now, you might have seen Excel, how it works. In your computer classes, you must have performed activities, practicals in doing Excel worksheet. Now, basic thing is given in this paragraph. Let us see. Researchers sometimes deal with data in thousands of observations. For example, if we do a survey on number of items produced by small scale industries in India, we may get thousands of observations. Such data must be entered in an Excel sheet, and this sheet can process the data for any formula at only one click. When you are dealing with the data which is in thousands of observation, if you are dealing with the data which has got more than 100 observation, thousands of observations, that data you cannot calculate by your own. So Excel is used. Just we have to enter how much observations we have, how much data we have, and then we have to just feed the formula as to what we are to do. Do we have to add all the observations? Do we have to multiply the observations? Do we have to divide the observation by with another number? Do we have to multiply the number with any other number? Do we have to divide the observations with any number? So by providing all the data and just one formula and one click, you get the whole process done and the final answer. So the data which has got thousands of observations can be solved within few seconds. This is the help of computer technology, Excel worksheet. Third, there is one more example given. It can give us sum total, average, correlations, and much more. Excel sheets are almost an important tool for processing data in economics. So addition, subtraction, average, correlations, you have to just put the formula in Excel along with the data, and the whole procedure will be done, the whole processing of data will be done, and you will get the final answer without your calculation. The machine will calculate it. Third point, diagrams and graphs. So as I have already told you, computer technology is widely used for all types of diagrams and graphs for the data that we are working in the computer. We just have to know the formula. Once you put the formula, the diagram is made automatically by the computer. The graph is made automatically by the computer, that is bar graph, histogram, pie chart. Pie chart is skipped this year in your syllabus. It is not, pie chart is not there for your 2020-21 syllabus. So you can draw diagrams and graphs in computer. Next we have storage tools. We use plenty of study materials in economics. Such material becomes useful in higher studies in economics or for research. We need space and carefulness to preserve such material in the form of physical notebooks or books. There is a fear of losing such material owing to moisture, pest, etc. But we can preserve all the materials in computer. You can also use hard disk or pen drive. You can transfer it in your email, Dropbox, Google Drive, DigiLocker, etc. If I want to store some information, if I write it on paper, if I write it in notebook, I can save it, I can store it, no doubt. But I cannot preserve it. I cannot keep it protected. Because as the time will pass, the study material, the book that I have stored information on it, in it, might come in contact with moisture, it might come in contact with pest, insects, and the book will slowly and gradually it will get damaged. The information that I have stored in it will be lost. So how does computer helps us? In one computer, I can store the whole study material. I can store the whole my text. I can store every information in my computer. You are aware of this. Not only computer, besides computer, there are other devices called as hard disk, pen drive. These are all the physical devices in which I can store my information. Apart from that, we have other devices like email, Dropbox, DigiLocker, Google Drive. All these devices helps us to store our valuable material. So computer technology also act as a storage tools. And the last point is other tools. Statistical programs like SPSS, Shazam, eViews, SAS are developed to do almost all types of data processing for lakhs of observation in minutes by entering the right formulae. Research institutes buy such programs. They are very expensive. However, certain software like Gretel, PSPP, R, etc. can be obtained free of cost through the internet. There are so many statistical programs which have been mentioned here. These programs are so powerful that they can process the data which has got lakhs of observation in minutes. So many research institutes, they purchase these programs from the manufacturing companies. So we have seen nowadays all these computer functions are performed by smartphones and tablets. Okay. So functions we have seen, computer technologies function in economics. But we have to follow little cautions while using computer technology. Let us see. Computer is an aid in studying and it is not a study material by itself. Computer is just a help for you to study. It is not a complete study material. It helps you to make the process of studying easier and faster, but it does not replace the process of studying. Computer technology helps you to complete your study easier and faster. But computer does not replace the process of studying. It cannot be said that when you have to study, you cannot ask your computer to study. No. The machine, computer, it will just process your data. It will make your work easier. But ultimately, the studying part, the part of studying has to be done by the student. If we do not use the right commands in a computer, we may end up losing our material. Means if a person does not know what is the command he has to give to the computer, what will happen? He may end up losing the material. He may delete files. He may delete the data. So material will be lost. We may also end up getting incorrect graph and data processing if we do not know the correct formula and commands. If you do not have knowledge of running the computer, you can get incorrect graph, you can get incorrect answer, and the data processing also will be wrong if you do not know the correct command key or the formula. Next topic is internet technology. I don't have to give you much introduction of internet. Internet is another facility created by digital technology, and we have been using this since a long time. Now let us see how internet technology is useful in studies. The purpose of internet technology is tutorials. Tutorials means what? Some educational websites put PowerPoint presentations and study materials along with worksheets on the open access link. We can view such presentations as tutorials. Nowadays, you can see so many tutorials websites. Tutorial means the tutor, the teacher. There are so many institutes, there are so many private individuals who have posted their teaching on the online sites, websites. You have to just go access it, open the link. You can see the whole explanation of the chapter, like YouTube, Google. That is tutorial. They teach you. Second is active learning. So you have seen in YouTube also that there are lectures, videos posted by the lecturers. So some institutions create live lectures available to students. Nowadays, due to these pandemic situations of COVID-19, all the lectures are going on online. This is active learning. The study that you are doing now at your place, at your home, this is also the example of active learning. It is because of the computer, it is because of the internet technology that today what we are studying, we are experiencing, or what we are experiencing, we are studying now. Third is reading material. Numerous books are available online free of cost for reading. Some good research articles, copies of journals, etc. are also available for reading. Some articles, books, and journals can be accessed by paying some annual fees on those websites. These materials are called e-books or e-journals. Nowadays, there are many books available online free of cost. These books are not the physical books. These books are called as e-books. There are so many articles, magazines, journals, study materials which are available on the internet. You just have to download them and the book is yours. You can save this book in your device and you can read it whenever you want. This is reading material. So internet also serves as a reading material. Next is information. By merely searching, we get information on universities offering degree in economics, etc. So internet technology, Google helps you to get information about what you want. You can just click on the Google, the data you put, the question you ask, and you get answers of your question. Miscellaneous means apart from all these things, what all other extra things are there? We can get quotes by economists, names of reference books, etc. also on the internet by using the search engine. There are search engines, Google, Rediff, Yahoo. These search engines helps us to get the names of reference books, whatever the doubts we have, our doubts can be solved. The next is data. Economics uses a lot of secondary data. Like we use data on budget of government, banking, agricultural production, value of exports and imports, poverty, employment, industrial production, and many others. These data can be accessed from authentic websites. So nowadays, when we want to know what is the status of employment, what is the current poverty status of Indian population, the government has kept some authentic websites. These websites keep the real information. For example, authentic site for data on banking in India is the official website of Reserve Bank of India. For export and import is the website of Ministry of Commerce and Industries of Government of India. Budget related information from Ministry of Finance. Like that, there are different departments which are responsible to keep their information on website. When you want to study what is the currency rate or how many new currencies have been printed, so you have to go to the website of Reserve Bank of India. If you want to know how much is the export and import for the current year or how much was the export and import for the last year, then you have to go to the website of Ministry of Commerce and Industries of Government of India. Like that, every department has kept data on their websites. So many examples are given over here: CSO, NSSO, WHO, UNO, CMIE, ILO, IMF, World Bank. Authentic data is meant data which is published by recognized research institutes after doing comprehensive research. Authentic data means the data which is showing the correct value, because to find this data, a lot of research, comprehensive research has been done. All right. The last topic of the chapter says that second last topic, there are some cautions that we have to follow while using internet technology for education. Like computer, internet also is a tool. It cannot replace your books and your teachers. A lot of substandard material, irrelevant information, misleading information, plagiarist articles are found on internet. You have to avoid those things. On internet, you get all the study materials, you get all useful things, no doubt. Along with that, on the same internet, there are some substandard materials. There are some things which are of not relevancy, which are not proper for you. They are misleading. They are irrelevant. That should be avoided by you. So the reader must have the knowledge of identifying the authentic material on internet. As you are a reader, as you are the reader, you should know what information you have to read. Only authentic websites must be referred to, otherwise we may end up getting misled. If you are going on a authentic website, on a secure website, you are safe. If you don't know which website you have opened, and it might be a faulty website or it might be hacker's website, you are going to end up by losing your details. It is going to be a loss for you. So the reader must have knowledge about identifying whether he is on authentic website or not. Then we have data CDs. Few years ago, we used to use these compact CDs, right? These CDs we used to use for listening songs, for downloading our project, for soft copies. So CDs had been used in agencies like laboratories, research centers, government agencies, etc. And they had been used in collection and publication of information and data pertaining to macroeconomic indicators, and so on. Now, some points are given to you as to in what all things these CDs were used. CD of National Income Accounts of India, CD of Census of India, CD of Annual Survey of Industries in India, like so on. Some agencies like CMIE, that is Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, they also create data software which can be purchased only by research institutes and corporations. So CDs importance is given to us. Compact disc. Nowadays, CDs have become outdated. You know this. What all difficulty the user used to face while dealing with CDs? Since the data, CDs and software contain a huge size of data, these become complicated to use. There are several sheets in a CD, and one must have the knowledge regarding searching the relevant data sheet and get the relevant data. So CDs and software, they used to contain huge size of data. And once you feed the data in the CD, you should have the knowledge about which data you are searching, because the CD will have much more data. Which data you are searching? Maybe you would not know. So that would be the difficulty in searching the information in CD. Thank you.